Gautama Buddha was born in 568 BC at Kapilvastu. His father's name was Shuddhodhan. His mother's name was Maya. The parents named their baby as Siddhartha, having Gautama as family name. He became Buddha, the enlightened one, when he got the light of knowledge. Although brought up as a prince, he had a very sensitive nature. He kept meditating all the time. He was not at all inclined to comforts or luxuries of life. When his father saw this state of his son, he decided to get Siddhartha married. He was consequently married to one Yashoda, who bore him a son, Rahul. Gautama could not develop any interest in worldly affairs, and as usual, he remained absorbed in meditation. One day, in the same state of mind, he was accompanying his servant. On the way, he saw a weak and old man who was hardly able to move because of his age and weakness. While he was still thinking about the old man, a sick man also appeared, groaning. On seeing this sight, he started thinking about the helplessness of human beings. Hardly had he taken a few steps further when he came across a mourning procession carrying a dead body and wailing and lamenting. These scenes revolutionized his life, and the only thing he saw to achieve a true lasting peace of mind was to bid his worldly life farewell and go to the jungles. Accordingly, one night he escaped out of the palace, but even after spending 6 years of hard ascetic life that reduced him to mere skeleton, he could not achieve internal peace. He, however, did not give up and continued with his austerity. At last, one day, while he was sitting under a large banyan tree in the outskirts of the town of Gaya, he felt his soul to be illuminated, and all the secrets of life and death, pleasure and comfort, profit and loss were revealed to him. Thus, he achieved nirvana. He started preaching, and many people accepted his teachings. When his reputation reached his father, he sent for him in Kapilvastu. When Buddha reached Kapilvastu and his father saw the condition of the prince, he became very angry and did not come forward to welcome the son. Gautama returned without going to the palace. But when his father again sent for him, he went in to the palace, where his wife, son, and many other relations accepted his teachings and entered his circle. The number of his disciples grew so large that his preachings spread to far-flung areas. When he came next to his country, his father had died by that time. After performing his father's funeral ceremonies, he set out once again on his tours. After preaching continuously for 45 years, he died in 488 BC at the age of 80. Mahatma Gautama Buddha. did not present his teachings in any book form, but communicated orally to his disciples. After his death, his followers started collecting his thought and teachings in book form. But there arose great differences, and people having different views started collecting his teachings in different ways. Teachings of Mahatma Gautama Buddha are collection of moral counsels wherein nirvana or salvation has been emphasized. Nirvana also means to take out or to blow. That is, one should finish all his desires the way we blow out a candle. To him, the root cause of every evil is desire, which, if controlled, one can get salvation. He divided his followers in two major groups and educated them separately. The first group was the group of monks whom he taught the ways of rigor, austerity, and self denying. He asked them to educate the believers and strive for achieving nirvana or salvation. The other group consisted of the worldly people and common disciples, whose duties included to live a pure life, seek knowledge from the monks, to look after domestic affairs, and to arrange for the necessities of the monks. There is mention of four cardinal truths in the teachings of Mahatma Gautama Buddha. They are: life is pain. Number 2, the cause of pain is desire. Number 3, desires can be avoided. And number 4, moderate ways should be followed to avoid desires. In order to follow these moderated ways, he has enjoined observances of 8 points. Right knowledge of belief means doubt and suspicion should not be allowed to enter thoughts. Right will, which means it is necessary for a sensible person that along with rightness of thoughts and beliefs, right will and aim should be set. Right word, one should speak politely and truly. And right action, one should live peacefully and honestly. Right behavior, no living being should be hurt. Right struggle, one should control his life. Right memory, one's own experiences should be preserved in one's memory. Right thought, one should keep on thinking about life. Gautama Buddha advised his disciples to devote most of their time to the study of wisdom and observe all these principles. Apparently, there seems no mention of God in his teachings, nor do they throw away light on any aspect of other religious beliefs, models or of worship, economic life, politics, etc. We can say that Buddha's teachings are based on simple system of moral teachings and self-denial. In spite of belonging to the royal family, he passed through all those troubles that a common religious man has to face. In such circumstances, he guided humanity. He forbade people from racial discrimination and for the first time in the Indian history devoted special attention to the respect and honor of women. The period when the teachings of Zoroaster were bringing about a social and religious revolution in Iran, the movement of Gautama Buddha was flourishing in India. But Gautama Buddha had to face far more troubles than Zoroaster. India was badly entangled in caste system. The condition of the common man was extremely miserable. Gautama Buddha erased all the distinctions of caste. To him, all the human beings enjoyed equal status. He wanted to unite the whole humanity in the relation of brotherhood. The essential moral education of Gautama was that one should subdue his desires and that all human beings should be treated kindly and mercifully. How was social life of India during the age of Gautama Buddha? At the age of Gautama Buddha, the Enlightened One, India was divided in caste system, where people of a poorer class were unclean and did not have rights of equal human beings. Women did not have rights to respect and honor. The teachings of Gautama Buddha gave respect and honor to women. He said that all the human beings enjoy equal status. He wanted to unite the whole humanity in the relation of brotherhood. Describe the childhood or early life of Gautama Buddha. Gautama Buddha, the Enlightened One, was born in a royal family of Kapilvastu, Nepal in 568 BC. He was a prince but had a very sensitive nature. He could not develop any interest in worldly and state affairs. Most of the time remained absorbed in meditation. His meditation was about why there is sorrow and pain in the world. What points have been enjoined by Gautama Buddha to follow the path of moderation? In order to follow the path of moderation, Buddha has suggested observance of 8 points. Right knowledge of belief. It means doubt and suspicion should not be allowed to enter thought. Right will. Along with righteousness of thoughts and beliefs, right will and aim is required. Right word. One should speak politely and truly. Right action. One should live peacefully and honestly. Right behavior. No living being should be hurt. Right struggle. One should control one's self. Right memory. One's own experiences should be preserved in one's memory. Right thought. One should keep on thinking about life. What were the truths that have been emphasized in teachings of Gautama Buddha? Gautama Buddha, the Enlightened One, has emphasized 4 truths in his teachings. These 4 truths are: life is pain, the cause of pain is desire, the desire can be avoided, and the moderate ways should be followed to avoid desire. Discuss The Mahatma Gautama Buddha's teachings. Buddha's teachings are based on a simple system of moral teachings and self-denying. The essential moral education of Gautama was that one should subdue one's desires and that all human beings should be treated kindly and mercifully. He wanted to unite the whole humanity in relation of brotherhood. He advised his disciples to devote most of their time to the study of wisdom and observe all these principles. Through his teachings, he wanted humans to avoid pain by reducing desires and not hurting other living beings.